Today's Saturday, and I have a lot of upgrades planned for today. I'm really excited to see how much I get through. So far, I've already gotten another one of my new tires hand mounted, and what I'm thinking this morning, between the spacers and my new wheels and everything, I'm kind of analyzing where this rubs, and it kind of, it doesn't rub very much, but I do think I am going to notch that part of the perch out with my angle grinder. It's not the part that touches the spring. It's part of a big cone, so I don't think notching out a little portion of it there is going to weaken it that much. So I think I am going to go with that to get these things spinning today. All right, so we're super close now. Let's see, focus in there. You need to come just a hair higher. The width is good, just not the height. I had to put some ear protection on to finish up the rest of it. Basically, I just cleaned up the edges, took it up a little higher, a little bit lower. I think the width is what would cause you trouble. If you go too wide, then this perch is gonna fail. Like I said, this cone goes all the way around, so I'm just cutting a portion of the cone, and it's on the highest part of the spring. The spring actually wraps almost a full coil down to where this part of the perch is, so I think I'm okay strength-wise. As far as what portion of the car this perch is holding up, it's 1/4 of the car, so I think it's going to be strong enough. Time will tell, but I think we're good. I'm down to my last wheel. It's mounted and I just painted it. I just got to throw it on the car, on the pilot here. But I did want to show you that I did take the time while I had the wheels off to go ahead and spray paint the front side of the calipers so they look nice. And got a big announcement. My wheels will be here on Monday, so it's debatable as to whether mounting all of these wheels was really worth it, but I think it was a win because potentially I would have had to notch those front spring perches anyways, and I'd rather find it out on my own time and kind of prepare for it. So I'm still happy I did it. Plus, I'll get to make this video, and after I'm done with these wheels, I'm gonna hang the wires up in the front and take it for a little test drive, just check for any kind of rubbing, see if I need to trim the perch anymore. But yeah, turning out super awesome so far. No doubt that I'm gaining some ground clearance with this stiff sidewall. Can't wait to see it rolling. So I just did my first roll test, and we definitely have some rubbing in the front fender well area. Nothing that I don't think I can take care of. I'll show you that in just a second. But what I'm most happy with is that it looks like with these tires on, my skid plate has gained a lot of clearance. I think I was sitting at 10 inches or less with the old tires, and right now, again, this is after my test drive, so everything should have settled back out. I'm sitting at 12 inches at my front skid plate. That's awesome. And yeah, I can't even say how awesome that is. Let me show you where it's rubbing. So on a tight turn, it's rubbing on this mud flap here. There's like a raised portion that comes out. And for right now, I kind of like the mud flaps. There's a recessed area here in the pilot's body, and I've tried to come up with different ways to like cover that up and have it look good. But I think for right now, what I'm gonna do is just try to cut out the portion of the mud flap that's running or rubbing, and then I'm gonna just screw it up without that. I think we'll be good to go. The front was also rubbing. It's gonna be hard to show you right up in here, but this piece moves, so I'm not concerned about that at all. I can just cut that out. In the rear, I think we're good to go, which is awesome. And yeah, it's looking good. I'm liking it a lot. All right, while I'm working on the trimming and making sure these wheels fit, I figured I'd take the skid plate down, clean it up, and give it a nice fresh coat of paint. I've got the skid plate all cleaned up here. It's kind of neat to see some of the scrapes it's taken, but it's holding up so far. I really like it a lot. It adds a lot of character to the car too, I think. Not the prettiest welds, but pretty much the first thing I've ever welded together, so it's not falling apart yet. While I was sitting here jacking up the front, I noticed how much more air there is underneath the car without that skid plate, because the skid plate spans the lowest point of the subframe from side to side. As far as, you know, making a skid plate goes, we're actually lucky that those subframe points hang down, because if they didn't, you would actually have to build in like a spacer into the skid plate. So, but yeah, with the skid plate on, it does make the front end of the Pilot look a little lower. Just kind of thought that was an interesting thing. This is the trimming that I ended up coming up with. So basically there's a pinch weld right here. There was a portion of it, like a tag end, that wasn't really part of the, you know, sticking out a little bit more. I cut that off. I don't think that was rubbing the tire anyways. It was this ridge of plastic that was coming down. But I just kind of cut over, down, around. There's a really good anchor point right here, which I think I had stripped out the stock anchor point, but I just found a nice big screw that, or a bolt that fit into there nice and snug. There's no threading or anything, so who knows how long that'll last, but for the time being it's snug. And then there's a good anchor point right here from the bottom, and if you get those two together plus these two screws, it's rock solid, which is good. My little portion right here, there's like a hook behind. The hook had broken, so it was hanging out. So I was experimenting. This screw is holding it right now really well. We'll see if it lasts. If it doesn't last, I'm going to use one of these push connectors, just like in the engine bay. So I'll just drill the hole the size of, you know, the prongs here without the center in it, and then push it in. On this side, there's a metal piece underneath the mud flap. I don't think it's going to rub the wheel. I trimmed the piece of plastic that was protruding off the top of it. That was definitely a rub point. So I didn't trim quite as much on this side. We'll see if it rubs and see if I need to trim some more. Can always cut that with the angle grinder. And then in the front here, there's this kind of droopy piece of plastic. Honestly, it probably was only touching because of how I have it pulled right now, but really didn't see any harm in trimming a little bit more off of there, so I did. So we're just about ready for my second test drive. I just finished my test drive, and I am pleased to report that there is zero rubbing. Surprisingly to me, there's not even any rubbing at full lock either direction. I was definitely expecting there to be some rubbing at full lock, but yeah, so if you want to fit 235 85/16 wheels on your stock, tires on your stock wheels, and you're willing to risk experimenting, you can trim the spring perch, and it seems like it fits pretty well. And like I said, my new wheels coming are actually going to space them out a little bit more, so we'll see if that introduces any more rubbing to the equation, but I don't think it will. Those wheels should be put on coming up this Wednesday, so stay tuned for that. Super stoked. I am really pleased with how this thing's turning out. These tires just make it look super mean. Cannot wait to get it put back together and head to Florida. Here's our first walk around with the new tires on. It almost looks like I got a new lift or something. Pretty sure those tires added a good 2 inches of lift to my vehicle, which I am thrilled about. They're super aggressive looking, and with the new wheels that I'm getting put on Wednesday, I think it's gonna look sick. Your support is the reason I'm able to put these modifications on my car. Thank you so much for all the subscriptions and for all the comments, for all the support you guys have shown. Right now, I'd like to throw my first Patreon shout out to Wild Honda. Thank you so much for signing up. You are officially my first Patreon supporter. Thank you. And if you guys want to see even more cool stuff on the Pilot, consider supporting me on Patreon. Again, we have merchandise now, so if you sign up for 3 months in a qualifying tier, you will get a really cool shirt and a mug and some other stuff. So go ahead and check that out if you would. And thank you so much for your support. I will see you guys around because I've got more modifications I got to do.